What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this Thursday morning. I'm doing real good myself. I want to come on here and share some information with you guys about, China, the La Palma Island, as well as the ships that's docked, in the sea. Okay, and I do believe that Revelations chapter 8, verse 6 through 8 has made a connection with that situation. Okay, now earlier yesterday, now a good friend of ours, warned my wife, about China, telling their citizens to stock up on daily necessities. Okay, it says China warns family ahead of winter. We checked it out and everything, and sure, is here it is. It's just like what she said. Shout out to Pat for that. We definitely appreciate you telling us, but I figure, I will warn you guys as well, and we'll take heed to the information too, because normally when situations like this happen, and it ain't gonna be long before it reaches other countries as well. And I can see that China is at least warning their citizens of this particular situation, which America is not. You understand? It seems like um, China has more love for their citizens than America, because it seems like America want to make things hard for their own people. But be that as it is, what we're going to talk about first is this particular article. Then we're going to get into the La Palma and the ships, that's stuck at sea. Okay, and I do believe, like I said, Revelations 8 through 6 to 8, verses 6 through 8, has made a connection as to what may possibly take place. So what we need to do, number one, is for those of you that haven't repented, make sure you do that. You understand? And stand strong in our faith and pray for deliverance. Because as like a plane, let's say we are on a plane and we were to hit turbulence, we may not just fly through this turbulence to the point to where the plane stops shaking and vibrating and every damn thing else and give you that little adrenaline in your stomach and you get to worrying about crashing. This plane possibly might crash, in other words. This is what I'm saying. This is going to get bad, okay? Now, to get into this story, it says, with unusually heavy rains causing vegetable prices to soar, China raised concerns about supply shortages, leading the government to tell families to keep daily necessities in stock in case of emergencies. A Commerce Ministry statement late on Monday urged local authorities to do a good job in ensuring supply and stable prices and to give early warnings to any supply problems. The central government typically makes extra effort to boost the supply of fresh vegetables and pork in the run-up to China's most important holiday, the Lunar New Year, which will fall. Excuse me, which will fall early in February next year. But this year, those efforts have become more urgent after extreme weather in early October destroyed crops in Shandong, the country's biggest vegetable growing region, and as outbreaks of COVID-19 cases stretching from the northwest to the northeast of the country threatened to disrupt food supplies. Last week, the prices of cucumbers, spinach, and broccoli had more than doubled. From early October, spinach was more expensive than some cuts of pork at 16.67 yuan. That's $2 per kilogram, according to a vegetable price index in Shandong, a key trading hub in Shandong. Although prices have eased in recent days, economists expect a significant year-on-year increase in consumer price inflation for October, the first in 5 months. We can say the same thing here. The same thing here. I know a lot of y'all noticing that if you can find some on the shelf, like meats and stuff like that, hey, it's incredibly expensive. You know, I seen some lady like did a TikTok video, and all it said was, "What the hell is this?" Right, and it showed the meat. It was like $267. It was some kind of what you call a brisket, a beef brisket. Yeah, $267. So yeah, we better take heed to what China is telling their citizens. Okay. Now to continue, the pandemic has brought an increased focus on food security for Beijing. The government is currently drafting a food security law and has also outlined new efforts to curb food waste after making the problem a more priority last year. The Commerce Ministry added that local authorities should purchase vegetables that can be stored well in advance and also look to straighten emergency delivery network to guarantee smooth and efficient distribution channels. It added that information related to the prices and supply and demand of commodities should be released in a timely manner to stabilize the public's expectations. China also plans to release vegetable reserves at an appropriate time to counter raising prices, according to a state TV report late on Monday. It is not clear which vegetables China holds in reserve and how big those reserves are. The state planning body has called for the timely replanting of vegetables, urging local governments to support fast-growing produce, according to the report. Currently, China has about 100 million mu, which is 6.67 million hectares planted with vegetables, the agriculture ministry has said. Okay, so yeah, we can see China's in they heading for some serious dire straits. Okay, and like I said, same thing with us. Now, as y'all heard about Bill Gates buying up all this damn farmland, you understand what I'm saying? He's buying up farmland, so then he's gonna probably plant some GMO ass vegetables, and then for all the ones that ain't V'd up that have to depend on him, you understand? So you go to him, if you ain't growing your own food, that's if you can grow your own food, you're gonna have to be like dependent on them. So this is another reason why we need to, pray for deliverance and be able to make it through what's coming until the Most High comes back. Okay. Now let's discuss this La Palma and this ships, the stuck at sea situation. Now this is Revelation chapter 8, and we're going to start at verse 8 to 9. Okay. First of all, I want to make this clear. This is not fact. This is theory. Okay. And it's strong theory because, this particular word that I'm bringing, in chapter 8, verses 8 to 9, really adds up, okay, with this whole entire situation that's been going on. Verse 8, and the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood, and the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and a third part of the ships were destroyed. Okay. Now, as we know, La Palma has been burning almost as long as these ships has been out here in the Atlantic Ocean, just trapped there. They can't. These are ships that's full of goods. You understand, which that's causing our shortage here right now. Okay? Now, if this mountain, this burning mountain, this great mountain happens to fall off, you understand what I'm saying, then it's going to affect the entire eastern seaboard over there as far as the East Coast. Okay? That's what this boils down to. And this is the reason why, I'm making this connection right here when it comes down to this particular scriptures here in chapter 8, verse 8. Chapter 8, Revelation chapter 8, verse 8 to 9. It makes a lot of sense that this could happen. Okay, this could be very well what's going on. You understand? This La Palma is a great mountain that is burning. That's just what it is. I mean, the fact that La Palma has been spewing lava for over a month now, if this thing does erupt, there will be a great mass that falls off of this mountain, into the eastern seaboard. You understand? And it will affect the things that are in these particular scriptures right here. Remember, people, I said this is theory, not actual facts. Okay, I'm not making claims that this is actually going to take place, but it makes sense, and it seems like, everything is starting to just line up. So, that brings me back to the advice that I was giving to you, at the beginning of this video. Hey, look, not only stock up on, personal things that we need to stock up on as far as food and water and other things, we need to take, take precaution in and make sure we have. But people, make sure that you repent. So possibly if these things do come to pass, and we know if it don't happen in this particular event, then it is going to happen eventually, because the word right here says so. But it's just a great chance that it will happen at this particular, time. Because like I was saying, like if this particular La Palma right here, if it were a part of it to break off, if it erupts and it breaks off, falling into, the eastern seaboard, Atlantic Ocean, it's going to create a tsunami that's going to spread that far to destroy these ships. That's what's just going to happen. You know what I mean? So we have to be prepared. We are headed for some serious turbulence. You understand? In our modern day of these modern days of Noah. Let's just put it like that, okay? We still there, Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular video. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.